heavy traffic. Still got 2 more hours to my destination. But at least I got the AC on. It's 100 degrees today out in California. At least by the border. So, pretty hot out today. It'd be better if these cars got out of the way. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool too. See the hood. Oh my gosh. This is what it's like to be behind two trucks. Two trucks going 65 miles per hour. Like, really? What up in the chat? How y'all doing today? Come on, pass already. It's extremely dangerous. Two trucks side by side with construction. Either speed up or slow down. You don't just keep cruising along on the side. It's going past you. This is what gives truckers a bad name right here. Neither one are passing each other. I've been following these pair for about 2 miles now. And finally, ridiculous. In a construction zone, even worse. It's supposed to be 60 miles an hour on a truck. Still got 2 more hours left. Get back home. And then this guy is going 55 too. So, not very good today. Not very good at all. What's up in the chat? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're not in California because it's about 102 degrees out today. And hopefully you're not driving because you got people like this that are in the way. In a construction zone. I think this is a way station. It's a way station. Rebuilding it, I guess. If you're in California, don't do this. Don't drive 65 in the fast lane. That's terrible. It should be at least 80. People got places to go. Another truck trying to pass on the left side, going 65. You got this truck barely moving. Still not moving. Still going 65. What's up in the chat? At least there's no more police over here. Once I crossed the border, it wasn't. Come on, dude, get out of my way. Yeah, don't do this, guys. See somebody behind you, you can get over. Guess I'll just pass it. What city am I in? I just passed the California border. So it should be like 2 more hours or so. go 65 and fast. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you either. How about that? Got 2 more hours left on this trip. This trip back to California. 2 more hours, and I don't have no more bucks. No more monster. Whatever shall I do now? You missed what? You missed the border? Yeah, you missed the border. For sure. How many hours? Like 2 more. Come on now, you should know how many hours it gets from here to the border. Although, it probably won't take me that long, because obviously, I'm driving this car and not a semi-truck, but you should obviously know that it's going to take me about 2 hours. Why don't you get more monster? Because I'm trying not to have a heart attack and die. Monsters are bad for you. I was trying to get the Celsius ones, but they didn't have any at the gas station that I went to, so I just got this Hawaiian one. So I don't know. The Celsius ones are better for sure. But, and there's the police again. Looked like an accident. Okay. Wasn't thinking about the heart attack part. Yeah, you know, they're not exactly healthy for you. So the Celsius ones are made from the green tea, and the green tea is much better for you than this monster stuff. So, little fact. Green tea is much healthier than this processed stuff and this one. And if you go to Pilot, they have a deal, 2 for $5. Don't you hate it when this happens? Blocking both sides. It's terrible. It is what it is. You got the Amazon truck. I wonder if it's loaded. Still got a lot of time left. 102 degrees when it came in California. Hopefully the camera's still on the back of the car. Because if not, there goes $500. You gotta watch out for the passes. The cops like to hang out on them. Here we go. All the truckers trying to another trucker. Y'all figure it out. You guys ever just think that one of the cars are gonna fall off and just crash into you? I do. That's why I don't follow these too closely. Try to keep my distance. That way, if one of them falls off, I can swerve like out of the way. That'd be terrible. Thank you. Get out of my way. Now we cooking with gas. Now we're going a little above the speed limit. Plus like 20 or 30. I don't know. What's up in the chat? Yeah. There's no more left. There's some water or lemon. That's my camera right there. You see it? Right there. Right there. That's the camera. The 360 camera. 360 camera. Also called the gap camera. The gap. You're live. You're live. Stay inside the lines, sir. Stay inside the lines. I'm talking to myself. Let's try and catch this. Hopefully the signal's still good. I know I cut out just a minute ago there. I don't get really good reception right here. How's the drive? Well, besides the multiple truckers trying to pass each other, right now, it's actually okay. So, as you can see, it's actually open instead of driving 65 behind two trucks trying to pass each other like idiots. So hopefully it stays like this and I can get home in another hour and some change, but we'll see. Actually, it's not very cool. It's very hot. It's 102 on the dash. Good thing for AC on. How I'm doing on gas? I just got some at the TA at the border, so I got 3/4 of a tank. So I'm trying to get better. I filled up almost 3 times coming here, so that's no bueno. So hopefully I can make it on 2, which I'm doing pretty good. So I'm not going much over speed limit. So yeah, definitely no bueno. I knew it was gonna take a lot of gas, but I didn't think it was gonna take that much. So yeah, definitely no bueno. This car is a absolute gas monster. I might as well just drive the semi truck over here. Semi truck gives better gas mileage than this thing does. But hey, another Tesla. How are the tires being on a hot road? Tires seem fine. I mean, especially when I was going through Arizona, the mountains. It's hotter over there, and they got a lot of turns through the canyon. And this thing, man, it actually did super well. Like I was sliding on all of the seat. Like this thing was absolute monster. Like it was. I was going well over the speed limit, and well, the posted signs, not the speed limit, but well over the posted signs, and this thing was just hugging the lines so good. It was awesome. I can't wait to show you guys the video, because it's coming. It's coming on the video. Yeah. Because I got the 360 camera in the back, see? So I'm hoping, because it does shut off if it gets too hot. I'm hoping that it got all of the canyon, because it's got like it's got like really cool rocks. It's almost like the Grand Canyon, but the Grand Canyon was like an hour away from where we were, but it's basically like the Grand Canyon. So I put it on the back, and when I left, so I think it might have overheated by then. I hope not, because it only takes like 10 minutes for that thing to overheat, and then it shuts off. And then it turns back on whenever it's like not overheated anymore. So it being 101 today, like it probably overheated, but I hope I got some good footage, because there was a Tesla that was like, he was keeping up with me. So we were like battling back and forth like through the canyons. It was cool. I hope the camera got it, because that would be a really cool thing to show on YouTube. So, but we'll see. If you don't see it, it didn't record it. If you see it, then obviously it did. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun as hell. That would be awesome. Yeah, I hope I did. I really hope I did. If not, I used my cell phone up here, and I got some other footage up here, but it would be better if the 360 camera got it, because then I could zoom in on the rocks and whatever, and get some of that too. So the phone didn't really pick up. The phone is obviously just straight. The 360 camera, you can turn it however you want. So hopefully it got it. But if not, I already got so much video from the vacation, so I could kind of like spice it in or whatever. But I got more videos of the lake. I got more videos of the. I couldn't do the tour. They wouldn't let me take my camera out the tour because they don't want you sending videos what the tour is like. So couldn't get any video of the tour, which kind of sucked because it was actually pretty cool. And for like I think it was like $60 a person. It wasn't cheap for the tour, but they took us in a bus and they took us through all these. They took us through all these. Arizona, they have a lot of mines that they've been closed down, and so they would take us from mine to mine, and then they were showing us how there's this hotel, and they were keeping all the workers there, and so they were torturing them, and then the dude that was running it was he was like he was making so much money that he built this motel for them, and he would keep them, and if they didn't want to work, he would go and torture them, and that's pretty much how like they were saying that the town is haunted because he was taking these workers and he was torturing them in the motel, and they were dying. And then also in the mines, they were using like this gas, or they had this gas in there that were it was unsafe for the workers. So they were like dying in the mines. So pretty much they were getting all these health like problems from going into the mines. So he basically said, if you guys are getting any health issues or any deformities from the mine, you can't come out during the day, and they would get fined or they would get transported out of the city. So basically, they had to only walk in the city at night, and so they went on strike, and they fought for workers' rights or whatever, and that's when they started getting paid more, and they started getting better health benefits or whatever, because they were getting all kinds of diseases and whatever from the mines and breathing all that dust and crap. So, but yeah, that's why they say that the hotel is haunted, because all these workers were dying in there, and they were torturing them too. So, but the tour doesn't actually go into the hotel, which sucks. But it was still okay. At least we got to see it and see where all the mines were. Pretty cool. They're all shut down now, but I guess. Tortured, tortured. Yeah, so basically, now there's all these mines there, and you can go walk up to them, but they're all like unsafe. Oh, and because they, back in the old days, they didn't have all these safety standards, so they were using dynamite to blow up the mine, and then they would get they were mining ore and limestone and like a bunch of stuff in this mountain, and so they were blowing up this mine, and because it's like literally right next to the city, all this basically even in the city that they were having like these health uh, problems because they were using all this explosives right next to the city, and so that's why the mine shut down because they were literally blowing up the side of the mountain and using all this explosives, and then some of the debris, would go into the city and crush the workers and all this stuff, like so much to where like even nowadays, like they still have like this effects of all that TNT being blown on the side of the mountain. So still like people are still getting cancer and all that from because they built houses on top of where they were originally blowing up and mining. So there's still the city even now today. Is still people are still finding like the basic, yeah. So they're all dying still. So it's crazy. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how all that went on, and I guess it's the city of Jerome. Was like known back in the day for being the worst city in like the planet because they had like prostitution, they had drugs, they had gunfights. They had like 3 or 4 different gunfights. They said per day. So, and like I guess that's the time of the Wild Wild West where that city actually produced like opiates. So opiate was running wild, and they had all these prostitution, whatever, and so they named it the wickedest city in the entire world at that point. So that's where like Billy the Kid and I forget what the other guy that was there, but yeah, that's where they all started, was from Jerome. Oh, yeah, the mine hauntings. Yeah, it sucks because you can't see any of it. Like all of it is like boarded up, and you can't see it. Like the mines were all closed. Like you can't. I guess you have to have like a pass or whatever. Like you have to actually get people to go in there, but. It would have been cool just to see the hotel. Like they said, like the third floor is like the third floor is where they tortured all the people. So I'm pretty sure if you were gonna see something there, that would probably be the place to be. But the tour didn't go there, and I wanted to go there, but it just didn't work out. So because. I don't know. I don't really believe in ghosts, so I would like to see something, and if depending on what it is, I've heard a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of TV to where I'm like, there's got to be an explanation for all that kind of stuff. So I don't really believe it, but they say that because the people that don't believe, it's because. They always say that, they always make excuses as to what happened, like you say you saw something, but I'm like, no, I really didn't see it, like I couldn't have seen it. And then, so I can't really say that I believe in ghosts because I haven't really seen it, but, it would have been nice to go into the hotel, but, especially on the third floor. But yeah, supposedly all the mines are haunted, and there was like a bank, and there's also a church. There was a church right across the street from where the mine was, and I guess it burned down, and there were some people in it, and that too. So, and then they rebuilt it, and so they rebuilt it right in the same spot, and then they used the same exact wood as the one that burned down. They used it as like the you know, you want the place to be haunted if you're using that same exact thing, the same exact wood. It just seems like you want it to be haunted. Like, to me, I would bulldoze it down and be like, we're gonna move it like 10 feet over there at least, so that way it's not gonna be haunted. But you know, whatever. Yeah, it's supposed to be haunted. But I think you can actually go into church, now that I think about it, because we were walking by and we see somebody go in there, but I think it was a worker, so it looked like a worker. It didn't look like it was just some person off the street, so yeah, I don't, would have been cool to go in there too, but so the tour really didn't do anything. I mean, obviously the guy was talking about how, you know, the city and whatever, but he didn't go into any of the buildings, so it kind of sucked, honestly. But I got video of the mine, of the outside. I don't know. Then they had they have a lot of mosquitoes there and bugs that fly around. So got a little bit on my legs. That's why I'm scratching. Yeah. It's cool though, because you know what? I would have never have gone on that tour probably, just because, like I said, I don't really believe in that. But it was pretty cool. It took like almost 2 hours to do the tour. So, because you actually have to walk a good lot of ways. So, and then the second half was like a bus tour where they took us to each mine, and then we drove past the haunted motel. So, and then we got to see where the workers actually worked. And then I guess the hotel was different from where the workers slept. It was like literally overlooking like their job. So literally all they had to do was like walk down this little part of the mountain, and they were like right into the mine. So and then the owner, he built his house right overlooking where the mine was, so he could literally watch the workers as he was, you know, sitting and doing whatever. So that's basically why he knew that, you know, people weren't working, because he was like literally watching them. So pretty crazy. Would you go back there again? Yeah, I would like to go back, and I would like to go back not on a tour. I would like to go back there, maybe try to see inside the church, or inside one of the mines, or something like that. There's a lot to do there. Even though it's a small town, it's got a lot to do. So, but what we were saying is, it's still like an hour drive to Jerome. So, it's a bit of a drive. So you got 5 hours or 6 hours from here to where we stayed, and then you got an extra hour to go to Jerome. So it's a bit of a drive, and but the cool thing about it is that driving to Jerome, it's like basically the Grand Canyon. It's like all these limestone rock and very cool looking. I would say if you are not very good with heights, or if you don't like big cliffs, don't go, because literally there's parts where you're overlooking and it's like a big drop. So, I mean, my brother-in-law was the one that drove, so I was just pretty much taking video and whatever. I wasn't really paying attention, but some of it's pretty dangerous. So, but yeah, I mean, the drive there was nice looking, but yeah, I would definitely go back. Yeah, my family had fun. It it was. I ain't gonna lie. So we got there 2 hours early, and we obviously our tour didn't start till 1 o'clock, and we got there at like 10, or yeah, pretty much like 10:30 or something like that. So we had 2.5 hours to kill. So we pretty much we got sunscreen all on or whatever, and we start walking through the city. They have like little towns, like shopping centers. Like I showed you the picture. The stores are there from like the 1800s. Like all those stores are like 1920s to 80s, whatever. They're very old stores, and there was actually one that burned down in between all those stores, and they never rebuilt it back, which is kind of cool. And so we were looking at all the stores, and a lot of them are like small business owners, whatever, and they make all of their materials because they're so far out there. They don't get like a lot of merchandise, so they make pretty much everything that is out there. So we were walking all through those stores or whatever, and it's all downhill, and it's all stairs. So coming back, we went pretty far. We went through, there's like 3 or 4 different like rows of stores. So we spent 2 or 3 hours going up and down these stores, and at the very end you got to go back to where you came, obviously, which was about 20 stairs, and they were pretty steep. I mean, and my mom being 67-ish, she was having a hard time getting up, which obviously, because even I was like, I wasn't tired, but I was like winded after it, because like I said, they were pretty steep. So even after walking the stores for 2 and 3 hours, like I was totally fine with like just not going to the tour. But my sister already paid for it, so I decided, or we all decided still, that we were still gonna do it. But my mom was like very like tired after, because we went all through these stores, and then we had to walk up these stairs, and then when we went on the tour, we had to go back up the same stairs because we went through all this. He was telling us about all the stores, and so it was a whole day of basically, hiking and going up these steep, like hills, looking at these stores, and then then we had to do it again at the tour. So yeah, so it kind of sucked. Yeah, I mean, and the day before we did the paddle boats, as you saw, and the paddle boats, it was my fault. I'll take 100% responsibility that once we got on the paddle boats, like I was like, hey, let's race, and because it was my brother-in-law and my sister, and the rest of us was on the other side or on the other boat because there was two boats. So I'm like, hey, let's race to the end of the lake or whatever. And so obviously, I'm the fitter one of the family, so we ended up winning. We go all the way back to the lake, or all the way to the other side of the lake, and my brother-in-law is like in the middle and like not even paddling because he's already tired. So we end up going back to them, and then they get the bright idea of basically tethering our boats together, both of them, and we paddled together for the next 2.5 hours. So what happened was my niece, she's like 6 years old, so she wanted to be up in the front, and so paddling. So basically it was like 80% me and like 20% her. And so I was like, well, once we got to the end of the lake, I'm like, well, let's go to the other side of the lake so we can explore all of the lake. Yeah, well, the other side of the lake was like 2 miles of lake. So pretty much and then the wind was blowing the same direction when we were going to the other side of the lake. So basically, we weren't going very fast, and pretty much there were several parts where I was the only one paddling because I was the only one not tired. So and it sucked too because on the paddle boats I couldn't even like put my legs all the way out, so I'm kind of like kind of scrunching down and my knees were hurting, but it was my idea to basically go to the end of the lake. So everybody was kind of like, it's kind of your thing to get us back. So basically, we made it back in like 20 minutes or something like that. Because, like I said, the wind was coming at us. So when we turned around to go back, we were jamming. Like it was like blowing us right back to where we were, and we made it quick. But everybody was like, it was your fault that we went all the way over there and whatever. So I kind of got crap for it, but I'm like, hey, it's cool, whatever. Like I pretty much there was only one part where I got off and we were taking video or whatever. I got off and I got video of the whole lake. So I got on top of this big old rock, which I have video of that too. I got video of the whole, because I stood, and that's the only break that I got. All the other time I was sitting in front. My sister and my niece would switch because they would get tired, and so they switched a couple of times and whatever. But I never switched. I was pretty much there the whole entire time. Besides that, when I got out to go crawl up on the rock. So yeah, but you know what? The next day, I didn't really feel sore at all. I was good. So it really didn't affect me, but I guess everybody else pretty much just went to bed, like as soon as we got back. So Everybody was tired. Plus, we were out in the sun all day, so pretty much directly. So they had a canopy on the paddle boats, but the sun was like, peeping down the side. It wasn't like it really didn't shade us. So we put sunscreen on, and I still kind of got burned a little bit, but it was fun as hell. Like I would do that again for sure, because even though I was doing 90% of the work, it was still fun to be out on the water, and everybody enjoyed the view. It was just nobody wanted to paddle. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. Whatever. No big deal. So I was all sweaty and nasty, so but it was cool. I liked it. I pretty much figured that was gonna happen anyway. So I figured as soon as they said that they wanted to do the paddle boats, I'm like, really? I'm like, I pretty much know that I'm gonna do about 90 to 95% of it, because if you met my family, obviously they're all kind of overweight. So, but I honestly thought that my nephew was going to put in more work than he did, but whatever. It is what it is. So, but yeah, it was fun. Fun 3 days for sure. Yeah, I did have a good time for sure. It was definitely fun. Next time, I'm gonna make sure that we have extra sunscreen though, because we ended up running out. So even though I put sunscreen on in the morning, it was not enough. So you're supposed to reapply it every 2 or 3 hours or something like that. So I did get a little burn, but not too much though. I was always, when we were on the tour, I was trying to stand in the shade, so that way, I didn't get sunburned. But the tour, some of the parts was like out in the open, so there was no shade. So, but yeah. I don't know how much longer I have. I can't see the man. We got lemon water. Want to be heading on the road today? Yeah, we already have our load. I didn't read what it said, but I know that we got it. So I'm sure it's later today or something like that. So I'm trying to hurry. I didn't think they would give us a load this late, but hey, it's cool. I'm ready to drive. Even though I've been driving for the last 6 hours. Hopefully going to Washington. I hope so too, because I don't like going to short distances. So I've got the police up here. Oh, we're going to Washington? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. See each other on the road? Yeah. Why not? Oh. don't know. I don't know how much longer because I can't do the live and nap at the same. I mean, I can, but I have to close it. So I'll let you know the next thing that I pass. It's less than. It should be less than an hour and a half or so. Wait, so it's gonna be at 3, but obviously that's going the speed limit, which I'm going a little bit above. So I would say probably like 2:30. So another 2 hours or so. Yeah, 2 hours I would make on probably by 2 o'clock. I would say. Yeah. Especially now that nobody's in my way. It's almost 2? No, wait. Oh. It's because my radio is off. So yeah. Yeah, let's see. I know I'm close. Yeah, I know I'm close. Yep. It's almost 2. I gotta change this thing. This is off.